Hello there, you amazing viewers and subscribers, and welcome to a brand new epic Doctor Who review for today. So for this Doctor review, I'm going to be reviewing a story from season 11. Now, this was really a story that really did kind of push down season 11 in my ranking series I did from the beginning of last year up until early this year. And I had season 11 very, very low. And to be honest with you, my opinion on the entire whole 11th season of classic Doctor Who has absolutely changed. Honestly, it has changed for the better. And it's thanks to the help of this story. It is my review on Doctor Who Invasion of the Dinosaurs. So, I never really liked season 11 as much because I know some people say, oh, give it another chance. It's going to be, you actually will enjoy it at some other point. And I thought, no, I'm not going to enjoy it. I never really enjoyed the first watch I actually had of this story back a couple of years ago. And I thought I never really would actually like this story. But my entire whole opinion has changed a couple of years later. So, before getting to the actual review, I'll talk about the plot of the story. And then, of course, what I actually genuinely think of it. So this is a good 6-part story. It's the second story to season 11. This story really did kind of bring down season 11 in my opinion. But to be honest with you, I'm actually having a rethink about season 11 because now I think I've actually found another good Doctor Who gem in that season. I am absolutely flipping loving season 11. I mean, the Monster of Paladon's not that great, but I actually need to give that another rewatch as well. I haven't really rewatched that one since 2 years ago when I actually bought the Peladon Tales, rebought the Peladon Tales. It's been quite a bit, like 3 years since I last watched the Monster of Paladon. But I actually do, you have to be honest, I do actually prefer, you know, the Curse of Paladon over to the Monster of Paladon. I really do enjoy Curse a lot more than I do for Monster. But this story really did kind of move down in my estimates because of the really, really bad CGI effects on the actual dinosaurs, but my whole opinion has actually changed on it. So part 1 opens up absolutely brilliantly. So the Doctor and Sarah arrive back in Middle Day, basically, whenever the story is set in, because I don't really know the unit datings. Is it in the 70s? Is it the 80s? Not even the writers can actually make their own minds up when the Doctor worked for Unit or Troughton first encountered Unit, you know, whenever. So let's just say present day Earth at this current time for the third Doctor story. Now, London has been evacuated because of these scientists basically bringing dinosaurs into the future, back into the future from their point of view for the dinosaurs. The effects for the dinosaurs do kind of really make this story slack. Really does, but I actually ignored the terrible dinosaur effects. I actually focused on the story at this point. And the story is actually quite good because I love the fact how you got Captain Yates basically technically he's not working for Unit because he goes against Unit. He sabotages the Doctor's methods to try and sort out the methods to basically use to find out who's bringing the dinosaurs forward in time. Now, the one thing about this is I really don't like Mike Yates. Now, Mike Yates, he was my least favourite Pertwee companion. Yeah, I do kind of class the main 3 Unit regulars like Brigadier, Sergeant Benton and Captain Mike Yates part of the third Doctor's kind of companions, really. Even though the third Doctor was stuck on Earth and working for him, I still class them part of the third Doctor's companions along with Liz, Joe and Sarah. Captain Yates was always my least favourite character. I never really liked him in his introduction story, aka the Terror of the Autons, because I always thought he's a bit pompous, really. A very, very pompous sort of character. Really, I never really quite enjoyed him. He does have some good stories, like in the Daemons, he had some stuff to do in that story. I think I actually liked him in the Green Death, in that one. I don't get why he actually wasn't in the 3 Doctors, Mike Yates, but I kind of forgive it because the 3 Doctors is basically a masterpiece. Invasion of the Dinosaurs isn't really a masterpiece to me because of the really bad CGI effects, but I'm literally going to put that aside a minute because I actually do like the way the story's kind of playing out, where you kind of got this premise, you know, this MP thing, working with these scientists to basically try and get the way they want the Earth to be for themselves. You got the Doctor. I love that scene, basically, when you kind of got the Doctor building up that kind of gun, and you got Sarah asking him what's it for, then you got Mike asking him for. So basically, he gets them to leave the room. So he literally goes and closes the door, and when he comes through, and Ricky goes, "Ah, Doctor," he goes, "Ah." I really love the way how Poe just goes, "Ah," like that, and you really see the frustration of the Doctor. I absolutely find that scene. I absolutely do find that scene absolutely funny, where you got literally them working and the Doctor's there trying to build it, and he literally locks Sarah Jane, he locks Mike Yates out of the room, and you got the Brigadier thinking, fine, I got peace and quiet, and the Brigadier walks through, there you are, Doctor. I really think that's absolutely hilarious way. I really love that scene. Finally get some peace and quiet. Doctor. I really did enjoy that bit. This story also introduces us to the Doctor's new, basically, Who-mobile, not Bessie, which is kind of cool. Really do enjoy the look of that car. I have to admit, I really do enjoy the look of the car. The fact when the Doctor basically finds out Mike Yates, I really like the fact, literally, that the Doctor is the one that clicks that Mike Yates is actually the one betraying Unit, and the way his mind just basically clicks, and it's just like, oh, the Doctor's worked it out. I never noticed that before. I always thought the Doctor was kind of the last one, but no, I actually do like the fact that the Doctor is the one that clicks it, and then, of course, he talks to Sergeant Benton about it. Oh, no. Again, I also love the fact when the Doctor is there basically being arrested because he goes, where you got the Colonel and you got Captain Yates working with him, and he goes, there you go, Brigadier. We have caught the saboteur of the time experiments. And the Doctor just goes, what? And I love the way how he's basically been arrested, and you got basically have Sergeant Benton talking, going, go then, Doc, what? You better knock me out with your Fusion Aikido. And the Doctor goes, yes, of course, my dear chap. And he literally, instead of literally doing it to actually knock him out, he literally touches his shoulder and does that. So I really think that's a good way as well. Where's the Doctor? I'm afraid he knocked me out, sir. What? Brigadier, you're going to tell your man off? Yes, Sergeant Benton. What's going on? Right then, we must find the Doctor before they do. So I love the fact how the Brigadier actually believes the Doctor, and he literally does work the whole place out. Sarah Jane, on the other hand, the fact that she goes into the Lion's Den, basically, and gets captured, and then put in this assimilation kind of chamber that, oh, they are going to go back to the Earth in the future. They have been, like, frozen in time or whatever. I really like the way how she's very clever. And the fact, though, it really makes me laugh is because she escapes, goes to Unit, goes to the actual general of the soldiers. He takes her back, so she gets captured again. And then she escapes, and then kind of I really like the way how she escapes, gets captured, and then taken back. I love that. I also love the fact when the Doctor goes to investigate the very first point, and you got the scientist going, that Doctor must have followed you. And then he activates the button. I really think that bit's funny as well. Absolutely hilarious when the Doctor's there looking around and you've got the scientist. I really think that bit's quite good as well. The best dinosaur effect is basically when you kind of got the dinosaur because somebody sabotaged the chains around the dinosaur that was captured, the T-Rex. I absolutely love the way how it's basically smashes through the wall of part 3 or 4, kind of what part it was, where basically it's just when you get to that cliffhanger and you got the Doctor and Sarah basically running around, and they get to the Unit Jeep and the dinosaur goes like that, and he smashes through the wall. I really think that bit's funny. I really think, even though the CGI effects is really quite bad, but that bit's actually kind of funny. It's like they know it's going to be terrible, so they try and make it a bit funny for viewers. If that's the actual case, then yeah, it's going to work. But oh my god, it's absolutely terrible, that effect, where you just got them going. Really bad dinosaur effects. Not the worst dinosaur effect, though. I mean, the worst dinosaur effect is at the cliffhanger moment of part 1, where you kind of got the pterodactyl basically coming around to attacking the Doctor, and you can still see the puppet strings, even though I actually watched this in black and white because the colour isn't really that it's not really good in colour because of the graphics they use back for the DVD. So you get to watch it in black and white or watch part 1 in colour. So I watched it in black and white. And the fact that I watched it in black and white, I actually can tell the puppet strings around the Tyreptor. And I just burst into laughter. I love the way how you got John Pertwee trying his best to act. He goes, oh, you got the dinosaur. The Tyreptor going in front of him. Oh, I really love that bit. That bit is just absolutely flat hilarious. I think John Pertwee would have had a good laugh at that as well if he watched the story back when it was being broadcast. So yeah, let me know in the comments, what do you think of Doctor Who Invasion of the Dinosaurs? To be honest with you, season 11 is actually changing in my opinion. I just need to rewatch Monster of Peladon before I actually give out my actual opinion on season 11. Because I have got a review plan for season 11 since I'd gone back and rewatched the story, because I thought, right, I rewatched Invasion of the Dinosaurs, see what I think of it, because I still think the Time Warrior, Death of the Dykes, and Planet of the Spiders are the 3 best stories of the season. But watching this one, even though the dinosaur effects are pretty silly and really, really terrible, but you still have some good iconic moments, especially when the no is going to be bad for the CGI. But in fact, they literally just put the strings of the Pterodactyl in the... Oh my god, that's absolutely funny though. You think it's going to be there seriously? I mean, if viewers saw that back in 1971, I think they would have pissed themselves laughing. I did. Oh my god, John Pertwee being attacked by a rubber toy Pterodactyl with string. Oh, nothing's good than the T-Rex smashing through the wall. No. I really love that. But the best moment is when you got the Doctor basically trying to work on that weapon to try and knock the dinosaurs out, and he thinks he's locked out because he's locked out Yates and Sarah Jane, and he goes, and Brickley comes through and he goes, that bit makes me laugh. So yeah, please let me know in the comments, what do you think of Invasion of the Dinosaurs, even though it's got some good epic moments to make you laugh. Let me know. Please do like, subscribe and share, and join for more awesome Doctor Who content. And thank you for being magnificent viewers and subscribers.